Hello everyone, Rin here, or Alias, and not wanting y'all, not wanting to leave y'all with no video for another time, I decided to tell y'all about my first ever, or not my first ever date, the worst date I've ever been on. So let's begin. Long ago, on a distant past, I used to work as not a delivery boy, but like a wholesale delivery person. Like, you know, when you go to a grocery store and you see like the guy unloading beef, produce, beer, whatever they're unloading with like the dolly, that was my job. I was one of those guys. And the company had this one customer that I would go to all the time because, you know, it was in my route. So there was a person there. She was just a worker that would receive the produce, or she wasn't even the manager. She was just a worker, and she took a liking to me. What can I say? And and I never really interacted with her, but the way I got her phone number, or it was the other way around. It was the other way around. The way she got my phone number was she asked her manager to ask the salesperson to ask me to give her my phone number or to give me her phone number. And I remember the salesperson was like, listen, dude, uh, this is from this place. You may have seen her. The manager told me, she's in this as a favor and that, you know, just, uh, just to pass you this person's phone number. She has a liking to you. And I was like, okay, might as well. I was single at the time, and I was like, okay, let's see where this goes, you know. So we start messaging. Eventually, we're like, hey, would you like to go on a date sometime? And she was like, yes, I would like to. And I'm like, all right, let's go watch a movie. Let's go watch a movie, cause a movie recently released. It was a movie that I really wanted to watch. It was Halloween 2019, the remake. It is a fantastic movie, and I was really excited to see it. So I told her, hey, we should go watch this movie, and then we can go eat at this place or something like that. Basically, getting to know her. And she was like, alright, that sounds great. I'll meet you at this date, at this place, and I'll see you there. And I was like, alright, I'll see you there. And the date comes, and I'm not gonna lie, I am excited about it. I put on a button up, cologne, I do my hair, I shave because I shaved at the time, so I wanted to look clean. So, I just get my whole get up ready. Or wait, when did Halloween come out? Oh, it was 2018, not 2019. Alright. But yeah, I get my whole get up. I am excited to see Halloween 2018. It's a movie I wanted to see. I was gonna see it with this person that I haven't met. It was, a first date. So I get to the movie theater and I get there before her. She's a little late and I'm like, hey, I'm at the movie theater, where are you? I was fearing, I get stood up or something, but luckily it didn't. She was like, oh, I'm coming back from work, and just FYI, me and my friend are gonna be there. That's a pet peeve of mine. I don't like on a date specifically when you when you bring people that the other person doesn't know about. I know that girls like to do this for security or whatever. To me, she could have at least told me. Like, I found it quite rude that she would just drop this on me. Wait, I'm misremembering it. She didn't tell me through text she's coming with her friends. She just showed up with them, like surprising me completely. Massive pet peeve of mine. And yeah, I'm just not a fan of that strategy. So I was already a little annoyed at this. But I'm like, okay, you know what? It is what it is. Maybe she wanted her friends around to be safe. Her friend had a date. And I was like, hey, spontaneous double date, maybe we'll be okay. So we go to the movie theater, we start watching the movie, and we are like I have my arm around her and stuff like that, but we don't kiss or anything like that. We're just watching the movie because I'm not gonna be so bold as to go in for the kiss like that. So we're watching the movie. I'm really into it, and she's not. And she says, "Hey, can we leave?" And I'm like, "What?" And she was like, "Yeah, I'm just not too interested in the movie. Can we leave and just talk in your car?" And I'm like, I guess, okay. And now that was another massive annoyance of me. Because one, we both agreed to watch this movie. Two, I paid for her ticket and my ticket. We we should at least we should have at least finished the movie. It's a really sucky thing to do. And like if you go out on a date with someone and they and it's a movie date and you don't like it, but the other person paid for it, like at least finish the movie. It's at the end of the day, it's not that much time out of the night, and we were halfway through the movie, so it would have been like another 30 or 40 minutes. So I was massively annoyed at this point. At this rate, this was a plane going down. My interest was crashing. So we go to the car and we just talk about like whatever random topics would have come up. And she tells me, "Hey, are you gonna give me a kiss?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay, I guess." I had no interest in kissing her. I was extremely annoyed at this point. And that caught me by surprise. Like, that was bold of her. Like, props to her. But I didn't feel the energy. Like, to me, it was just like, I guess I can. So, I gave her a kiss. And then the movie ends and her friends walk out. At this point, she was late, which I didn't mind. She showed up with friends unannounced, which I did. Then she made us leave a movie halfway through. I don't know, now she kind of like pushed the kiss when I wasn't really feeling it. And I was just like, okay, I'm done. Like, I don't want anything with this girl. It was a bad date, but it sucks. And it was a bad date, but maybe it was just bad luck. And then I'm like, and I just went to go home, and I was like, hey, even though we didn't watch the movie, would you still like to go to a restaurant or something? She was like, no, me and my friend wanna do like, we wanna go out like clubbing basically, or not clubbing, but like go out. And I'm like, really? Like go out like in the middle? It's a weekday. She was like, yeah, we were like that. We would just go bowling or go to these places. And I was like, okay, I don't want to do that. I would like to just have dinner and then we can go our separate ways. And she was like, no, we want to do that. And I was like, I don't want to. And she was like, oh, don't be like that. And that to me, that killed everything. Like, it was a bad date. I was very annoyed at her. That don't be like that. I was like, okay, this chick is clearly not worth my time. And I was like, no, sorry. I think I'm just gonna go home. She was like, oh, don't be like that. Come with us. We can have some fun. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna go home. You can go with your friend though. She drove you here. She can drive you back. And she was like, oh, okay. I'll see you later. And I was like, yeah, I guess. Very dismissive. And then I was like, all right, have fun. And I could tell like she wanted to like give me a peck to say goodbye, but I was already like I don't know, like a mile away. I got quite a distance. I was like, all right, see you later. And I just drove home, and I never went out with her again. She texted me later, like she was like, hey, how are you doing? I was like, oh, I'm doing good. How about you? And she was like, oh, okay. She's like, yeah, I'm good. We like to go out. and I'll be like, I'm kind of busy right now, and nah, I don't think I want to. She'll be like, oh, come on, let's go out. I'll be like, no, I don't want to. Just sorry, I don't want to go out with you. She's just like, don't be like that. I'm like, okay, no. She wouldn't like understand that. I hate that. Don't be like that. It was so shitty. What if she spontaneously rings her friends, or she changes the activity in the middle of it? And she was like, okay, I understand. She got the message that I wasn't into her, and yeah, she just left. And yeah, we just stopped talking. And that is the worst state I've ever been. Now, any like tips and tricks I can give y'all. First, if you go on a date, don't bring the group of friends unannounced. At least tell the other person like, hey, I'm gonna bring some friends over. If they get annoyed by that, then they can see if they want to proceed or not. Do not just show up to the date with the group of friends, because it feels, you make the person feel left out, if that makes sense. Like they're an outsider in the friend group instead of you getting to know this person now. This person is gonna get to know the group of friends you just brought with you. So it makes the date a lot less personal. Second, don't change the activity, or don't cancel the activity on a date halfway through it. Unless you both don't like it. Like, if I didn't like the movie, I wouldn't have minded. But I liked the movie. And I did mind it when she said, hey, let's just leave. And I'm like, that was very annoying. Especially, if you didn't pay for it, if your date paid for it, do not just tell them, hey, this sucks, let's do something else. Third, if the person you're in a date with seems to not be into it and you want to keep the date going, just cut your losses. Because that don't be like that is what annoyed me the most out of anything she could have said that made me dislike her. Like, absolutely have nothing to do with her. That don't be like that. You're telling the person that they're being shitty for not wanting to do something they don't want to do. So yeah, those are my tips. those are the tips and tricks to dating that I can give y'all. Don't show up with friends unannounced. Don't cancel an activity halfway through if you see that the other person is enjoying it. And don't tell the person they're being shitty because you want to do something else and they don't want to. So, well, that has been all. This has been Ren, or Alias. Bye bye.